is very descriptive. And all of them have got valves in the middle stem. And what the valve does is it closes up your flame if you don't want to use it for a while. And when you do need to use it again, there it is. But you've got to get up to one of those really hot blue flames with this. So Jewellers had a method of working with this flame which gave them complete and utter control over the temperature and intensity, and they could range very, swiftly between the temperatures. And their method, which gave them all this precision, was to add their own oxygen down through a brass blowpipe. A little bit later on, a compressed air tap was added onto the side of these things. It wasn't well received by the jewellers because you could certainly get very quickly up to one temperature, but then to get between the temperatures, that was a bit too fiddly, so they didn't like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you just how hot it gets and how quickly it gets hot. As I'm going to blow onto this. This is one of the places where the pieces would be placed to be soldered. It would either be on one of these, or on a nice asbestos block, or on a block of charcoal, so that the heat wasn't sapped out of the piece when you were soldering. Just got to check we've got the right kind of metal. Otherwise it melts really quick. So here we are. This tatty piece of wire meshing is called the Jeweller's Boss, the Jeweller's Wig, and I've even heard it called the Devil. So here we go. So your other hand would be free to tweak around the components. And almost straight away I'm up to 600 degrees centigrade, which is the perfect temperature for working with gold alloys. I mean, jewellers were so skilled at using these things that they were delivering a superheated, needle-like point of flame to exactly the right point on the jewellery that needed soldering. And they knew not to overheat the stuff. They could modulate the temperature very easily. They knew not to overheat because they could melt sheer through the body of a bangle or something. And if they didn't heat it enough, the bits wouldn't be sticking together properly. They could also circular breathe. You know how musicians can breathe in and blow out at the same time. And jewellers could do that so well that they could both circular breathe here and smoke there at the same time. Fantastic. Which is terrible or wonderful. I don't know which one of the two. So anyway, that's a couple of skills on the bench. Just before we move on, I'll mention the photographs